So we're back with more working on blasters because I have a lot of blasters I need to be worked on, and well, I actually enjoy making these videos. So here we are, more stuff to work on, and we got a lot of cool stuff today. So let's just jump right into it. So I actually have a collection of small boys here that I need to work on because, well, two of them got sand in them and now just don't work. One of them, the bottom is coming off. The other one, I'll try to use to fix this one. This one doesn't catch anymore. And this thing has a weird problem with the priming handle. So we're gonna just go through all these suckers real fast. These ones should be pretty easy. These ones, who knows? This one should be pretty easy, and this one, I'll have to figure out. Because, like, it still works, but it doesn't get anywhere near the power it should be, because this whole thing is kerfuffled. But, enough talk. Let's go for it. So, I basically just spent far too long on this one blaster because, well, the first one apparently was entirely broken. Like, the thing that held the back cap of, like, a jolt, basically, to make sure air goes this way, is shot out. So now air is just going into here and then just out the side, and essentially there's no power going to the dart. So this sucker is trash, unfortunately. And then what was wrong with this one is the plunger head actually was cracked on one side, and this is what catches when you prime it. So, yeah. So I'm essentially tossing one stinger, and then just went ahead and modded the other. Keeping the O-ring though, because O-rings are always useful. And when I say modded, I mean full length wise, it's not a huge improvement, but it can now fire half darts. Woo! And it really likes half darts, apparently. Woo! Real snappy, real poppy, which is cool. And, like, I guess if you get the right kind of half darts, this would be a fun little pocket pistol. Just like that. Well, I missed the side there, but that's not the point. This thing is now just entirely too much fun. But there's one blaster. Now these ones should actually be pretty quick to get through. Alright, so what do we get out of that escapade? Well, we got some springs. We got a working triad now, and this one's actually slightly upgraded. I don't know what spring is in here, but the dart posts are trimmed down, and it's got a stronger spring, and I put screws in that are wider than the original ones, so that way they kind of dig into the blaster a little bit more, so that way it doesn't shoot the bottom out every time I prime it, which is what the old one was doing. So that's that. And then, of course, now I have an upgraded stinger, which is cute and cool. And then I took the barrels off of the Tri-Fire, because who knows, I could use this for some 3-shot something. Maybe some shotgun attachment some point down in the future. Or maybe I just give it to Captain Xavier and you can make an absolver out of it. I don't know. But regardless, we came out good, threw away all the other pieces. Rest in pieces, other blasters. And there are people downstairs. Let's move on to the next thing. For our next blasters, we're just going straight to the top of this one. Because, as you see here, I have a barricade. And this one was so kindly rewired by the one and only Samuel Bill. I gotta learn how to rewire at some point. I need better space to do it. I don't have any outlets here to plug in a soldering iron. And it's all indoors. Anyways, this thing has been fully rewired, but when it was put back together, the trigger gets stuck and doesn't fully return back forward. It still revs up and everything just fine. Doesn't have any batteries in it right now. But the trigger doesn't fully reset unless I do so. And that's kind of annoying. However, I have this thing. It's a gear up barricade. And, I mean, this trigger works just fine. But I'm not just going to take pieces out of this and put it into here. No, no, no. I'm going to take the rewired insides of this thing and put it into here. Because this one actually has a 3D printed cage that makes the flywheels a little bit closer. Because originally this thing fired whistlers, which had the fatter heads. But I need something that'll be a little bit tighter on the darts so it actually performs better. So, I'm essentially going to do some swap-roos and make this thing probably war practical. Not saying it's not now, but just, you know, a little bit better. But we can't do it unless we do it. So let's go. So, in opening this thing, apparently it's not going to be as easy as I thought. Because I thought that the whole battery tray was able to come off, but it isn't. And that's, of course, what everything is wired up to. So, this is going to stick around for another time because I do want this thing to be a lot better than it is right now. And this has thicker gauge wire, it's got thicker cage. So, this is not a, you know, failed project, it's just a, we'll come back to it. Maybe when I have a soldering iron so I can just take those off and then put it into there. But in the meantime, let's move on to our next blasters. So close. I think it might just be the wiring that's getting in the way. But I have another one of these that's also rewired and it works just fine. I mean, it works if I keep the shell separate, but I don't know. It's finicky, but I don't want a yellow one that's modded. I want a gear up one that's modded. So we'll come back to that another time. Alright, for this next bit, we have two not working battle camo rough cuts. We have one here that will not catch, for whatever reason. Probably a gear out of line. And here we have one that is caught, but won't release. So we can open these suckers up and see if I can have two working rough cuts. And if not, I might try to mod one actually. I can make one work decently well. I think I have doubles of springs here. Maybe. Let's see if we can get them working first before we do anything crazy. So, unfortunately for this rough cut, at least this one, the catch part on the plunger rod is way too worn down. It's all like cracked and misplaced because I had it all aligned at one point, but only one side was catching and the other one is not. So at this point, unfortunately, that means this thing has to get trashed, which is sad because I like rough cuts. But hopefully this other one should be able to work. I think the only issue with the other one is just maybe some slight misalignment as well because, or maybe the catch isn't getting reset all the way back forward because it's just not shooting. But Yep. Battle Camel Rough Cut. Let's see if we can fix its brother, though. So, I'm showing this part off real fast because this is really interesting. The part that does the slam fire, the part that returns back forward once you prime the handle back forward so you can actually pull the catch, isn't going back forward, which means something here got misaligned. Not a gear, just a mechanical piece. Oh, there goes that. Oh, I also see what was the problem in the other one too. The other one, the thing that holds this big gear in place was actually snapped off. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, the piece that holds. Interesting. I mean, honestly, something I could do, and I've done in other rough cuts, is I've just put like a screw or something in here so that it holds it always open, so that way this doesn't have slam fire. So it'll still prime and fire, and it'll still stagger trigger, but it just won't slam fire. Which, honestly, I think is fine, because slam firing this thing, because I still have another rough cut that will work, that still slam fires, but this one being battle camo, I would like to make sure it doesn't go Kaflutski on me, so maybe, actually no, I think now that I just got it all back in place, let me see if I can make sure it doesn't come apart again. So in putting this thing back together and testing it, it did the thing again. So I think I actually am just gonna lock the slam fire in place because it just does not like it. For whatever reason. Guess that's what happens when this blaster gets used so freaking much at my parties. What can I say? The Rough Cut's a fun blaster. And now, both starts at once, but she lives! The slam fire is now held in place, which means essentially you can deprime it, which is funky, but yeah, now she works. Alright, bit of a change in setup here, guys, because, well, I need these suckers, because we are now working on 1, 2, technically 3 rival blasters. I say technically because the only reason this thing is here is because the battery tray in here works in this guy, and I actually took the battery tray out of this to put into my Nemesis, because the Nemesis I had gotten didn't have a battery tray for whatever reason. So I took this one out, put it in there, and now I'm going to take one out of these guys because the other one is actually going to get scrapped, because I think I showed this off at another point. Oh, good. Don't fall. Also, I'm fixing the hopper on it too. I don't know how y'all... Well, y'all will see it when I open it, but the flywheel has come entirely off of its motor post. Come on. Whatever. So, I'll take the battery tray out of this one, scrap it, and then I'll have the other one fully functioning. Hopefully. But that won't happen unless we start doing stuff. So, let's get on to it. Alright, so a little bit of finagling, and trying to figure out what's up. Oh jeez, I cut up a little too fast. I'm trying to figure out what's up with this. Maybe it's just because all of these batteries here are dead and these ones are the good ones. And maybe it's just not doing what it's supposed to, question mark. but just in general, it should work. This battery tray is all corroded. That's actually why I swapped them out. And maybe I'll try this one's battery tray in here just to make sure I didn't mess anything up with the blaster itself. I didn't open it, obviously. But well, there it goes. But I got this figured out. I got the battery tray in here, and this one works just fine. If I were to take the humble rival rounds, toss them suckers in here. $79, but you know. It works. That's the bottom line. And those rival rounds are gone forever. Good lord. These batteries also might be getting low too, so who knows. Maybe I just need to get, rest in peace my bank account. Maybe I just need to get a lot more D batteries just to recharge both of these. And maybe that's not so terrible. These are the good ones. These are the suckers that are old, yeah. But maybe I do that just so I can get these suckers running up to snuff. But I know for a fact that this thing is completely useless. That flywheel is completely loose, and I think there's a wire that's messed up in here as well, so it's not even revving up. But in any case, this thing is garbage. In the garbage can it goes. And then this, I just need to glue some of the pieces in place because it's a little wobbly. So I'll glue those suckers in place so it's nice and strong, and then maybe I could actually really put this back in my main bin. But whatever the case is, this is gonna actually be pretty quick and easy. This one I'm just gonna go ahead and toss because it's all corroded, so we don't need it. This goes to this. And I'm gonna finagle with these suckers just a little bit more, see if I can get the whole battery situation found out, but yeah. Alright, so the running theory is just that all my batteries are now dead, and I think just trying to mix match them up didn't help at all, because I know both of these blasters work because I have used them, but it's just the fact that the batteries I'm putting in them ain't got no juice in them. So yeah, like right now, chaos, no revvy. Mag is all, oh, jam door. No, not even with the jam door. Huh. I think in any case, like, I have the ones that work, and also I'm letting this sit and dry for a little bit. I just put super glue all over it, so now it'll hopefully stay in place. And I know this thing literally just worked. I mean, we just saw it shooting a second ago. But, I don't know. I think at this point, I'm gonna just toss all the batteries and just get 12 new D batteries, I guess. Oof. That's a lot of bank right there. But, in any case, I'm actually happy with the result right now because everything I needed to get done got done with them, so that's good. Now, I guess we finish off with 2 easy boys, and then that'll be it. And now we have our last 2 blasters. These are 2 blasters that have gotten oh so sand damaged at a, well actually, oh yeah. You hear how crunchy that trigger is? this sucker is gonna get cleaned out, and then this doesn't even work. Ugh. And I might have just doomed myself by priming it. Am I able to? Yeah. This, oh jeez. There we go. There is all manner of sand and debris in these suckers, so I'm gonna get these all cleaned out. This one's gonna get back to stock performance, and this one I want to see if I can actually get maybe a little bit more power out of it, because it's purple. I like things that are purple. Might as well give it some extra zip. It'll still go back in the event bin, but just, you know, personalized. All right, let's crack these suckers open, see what we can do. And let's see just how, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Get a load of that, guys. Oh geez, I don't even know how well y'all are gonna be able to pick it up. Like, the inside of that plunger tube, all those bits. Yeah, oh geez, there goes our tip. Yeah. Major cleaning needs to be done. I'm gonna go grab a rag, because that's actually gonna help a lot better. Ugh. Yeah, this poor blaster. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, look at that. All that sand on there. Ugh. Alright. Let's clean it up. Alright, so after blowing out and wiping down and plucking out every little nook and cranny of all the vital bits in this blaster, finally got all the sand out. Well, most of it. There's some that I just cannot get for whatever reason. But luckily they are not in the important places, such as the plunger tube, spring, all that jazz. All that's been cleaned out. Now I got to re-lube the plunger and get all these parts moving nice and spiffy-like, and then slap it all back together and see how well it works. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have our disruptor back. Hey, look, all the doors came back over here. Yeah. She lives. Now, figure out this sucker. And now, we attempt to open up this sucker. Jeepers. Even the inside of the priming handle is all gunked up. I just blew a bunch out, but we'll see how much more I'll need to actually clean out. Oh, geez. Also, a fun little surprise to get too is that the heads of the screws are slightly rusted as well. So, who knows how long this thing will actually last. Didn't I get you? Okay, come on. Stay with me. Oh, this thing got it way worse. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It got it so much worse. Look at that. Just absolutely filthy. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun to figure the frick out of this thing. Alright, so I've officially cleaned out all of the important bits, and that took way longer than it should have, like almost a half hour, because oh my gosh, there was so much in every crevice of this gosh forsaken blaster. I don't even know. But I'm at the part where I'm going to attempt to put a stronger spring in it. And I guess I wanted to just catch that real fast with y'all, so you could see what the result ends up being. I will be taking off the dart posts, because why not? I'm gonna get all these dart posts out, and then probably get if I can find a stronger catch spring. This is the catch spring. This dinky little sucker. Oh, actually, it's not terrible. Might just use that, but I'm gonna get all these dart posts out, and then slap it all back together, and then I'll get back to you guys from there. Just like that, we have it all back together, and let's see if we get anywhere near the performance I was asking for. 59? What? 55? What is this? Error. Hold on. 62. Or are you shooting stock then? I wish I knew we were shooting stock, because got a stronger spring. It's got everything all lubed back up again. 55. Hold on, now that I took out the dart posts, we're gonna test this sucker out with half darts fast, because I am just baffled at the performance we're getting right now. Poke, poke. All right. I got nitro shot darts all loaded up. 61. Obviously not optimal barrel length either. Oop. There we go. 67. Error. 74. We're getting somewhere. 72. Huh. I mean, everything else about it still works. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. But is what it is. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We had a lot of interesting stuff happen. Learned a little bit from the barricades, the fact that they can't have their internals swapped easily. Who would have thunk? But at some point, I do want my Gear Up barricade to be upgraded because I want it to actually be useful. And it would go really nicely with the AccuTrooper I have. So I want to make that combination at some point. The battery situation with the rifle blasters, the accelerator, and the chaos, I just need to get new batteries at that point. The rough cuts, I mean, rest in peace the one rough cut, but at least the other one works, minus the slam fire. And then little pistols, got all that taken care of, scrapped the ones that needed to be scrapped, and modded the ones that were saved, because why not? But overall, pretty good turnout. I mean, more springs from the dead blasters, which is always a plus, because can never have too many springs. And at least I got the 2 blasters all cleaned out. So, yeah, overall, I mean, it was a pretty good episode. I do have some exciting ones for the next one, though, whenever I get around to working on that. But, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying making these little, like, working on modding blasters, fixing whatever things. I'm really enjoying this because it's just a way for me to go through my arsenal and make sure all my stuff is up to snuff and maybe giving something a little extra juice. Because why not? Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm saying this way too many times. I'll see y'all in another video. Bye!